Well, we're so happy to talk to you about this movie because
Yeah, thank
it
you.
it,
Thank you for
it
having me.
is it was so much fun to watch, and as we come to find out, most movies aren't that fun on set, but this one actually looked like it probably was, right?
No, it was a blast. It was a blast, and I was telling a few other people that it was just you go to some, and look, you never have what when I started off, I was just very naive. You're always very green, and you're like, okay, well, if I have a good experience, this is how they all should be. And it's never, I mean, and even some of the best times you have, they can never copy and repeat themselves. It's just you can have just as good or a better experience, but they're all different. And this was one of my finer experiences, just being out there for a little over 3 weeks. And everyone was just very welcoming, very collaborative. Um, just yeah, it was terrific.
Yeah,
I was actually very bummed when it was over. So
yeah. And how cool to be in a movie with Mel Gibson and 50 Cent, right?
it was great. They were so modest. They were humble. They were just they were so easygoing. Both of those guys. You know.
Yeah,
So
that's great. I love that. Well, you've been doing really, really cool roles, and there's been so much going on, and a lot of people look at like what you're doing and thinking, "That's what I want to do." And so, what kind of advice do you give
no,
to
no,
other
you don't.
actors?
You don't mean that. No, no. I don't mean.
Yeah,
No, no, no. I would. That's very kind of you, and I appreciate you saying that. And yeah, I'm on this. I'm just trying to have some form of consistency,
yeah.
I guess.
Mhm.
So, like everybody else, that's it. So, but I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
But you would tell other actors to just keep going and find that consistency themselves.
I would say, and I'm glad you're asking that question because I was never courageous enough to go up to someone and say, well, can I have advice? I mean, I am now, and I've asked that the last couple of years, and I've gotten some pretty interesting pointers from some very, pretty significant people of note. Some unexpected answers, but I think that's a great question. No, I would say patience and just, I mean, uh, trying to not even trying, just to believe in yourself, and that's really things start to happen. You know,
Yeah,
and this
absolutely.
industry is always changing. It's just very different than when I started. So
Mhm. Well, one of our other favorite Texans is Drew Pearson, my co-host, one of our great Dallas Cowboys, caught the Hail Mary, went in the Hall of Fame. And so we wanted to make sure we asked you your Hail Mary moment, which is that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you?
oh my god,
Yeah,
there's so,
unique
there's
one.
so many there's so many bullets that I've dodged. There's wow. Are we talking about career or
Yeah,
just
in your career or maybe your life, or maybe both.
um honestly, the Hail Mary moment was for the greater good. I would say there was actually I can there was I'll keep the anonymity there, so I'm not gonna make it. And it wasn't anything terrible. It's just that 2022, I was on a picture or a film, and we were shooting in the southeast. I don't know why this comes to mind. I'll make
Yeah.
this brief. But we were in the southeast. I'll keep the state anonymous as well, so I'm not offending it. But everyone wanted to go out for sushi, and I said, I just don't. It's like I don't. I'm not trusting. My instinct is telling me to
Yeah.
hold back, and they were insistent. They're like, no, no, no. Come. So we all went to this restaurant, and it was kind of like, the ambiance, the decor, it was fine. But I'm like, something about eating sushi here that tells me that's a big no-no. And this was not like 1 to 5 other people. This was like a group of like 17, 18 people. And it was like the first week. And so we were all, I have a very vivid recollection of this because I was like, thank God, because I've been sick over sushi one time in my life, and it's changed the course of how I eat raw fish. But every single person at that dinner was so sick. And I decided, because I was there, I was present, but I was the only one who didn't eat. I didn't eat. I just had green tea and I think Sprite. But everybody was so sick for about 48 hours, to the point where I think we had to hold a couple days because some of the main cast was, I'm telling you, I consider myself, I don't know if that qualifies as a Hail Mary moment. I don't know if that answers your question, but it's was one of those things where it's more of like a thank God I made I followed my instincts for once moment. But I don't know if that answers, is that something?
No,
That's kind of a Hail Mary, because I didn't want to seem, I guess it's a Hail Mary moment in the sense where I went for it, in the sense of I'm always very kind of, especially during the first week of one of these, it's sort of, you want to kind of fit in, and I just didn't want to do anything to come off like snooty or anything. So I just kind of, but I did. I followed my instincts, and I was like, that's why I didn't eat anything. But actually, yeah, I can't really, I think I know more of what you're saying, but I'm actually supposed to do, I did get myself on another movie that's going overseas. I can't really talk too much about it, but I ended up going in for something that I didn't think I was really right for. And you kind of surprise yourself and you just have fun with it. So sorry for the side sushi story. I'm just trying to.
No, that's great.
Anyways,
did you have any fun or interesting stories on this set? Because I mean, it looked like it was really cool to be a part of.
On Boneyard. Oh my God, yeah. I'm trying to think of the appropriate ones. Because you're right next to Vegas, or you're in Vegas, but we were staying in Henderson County, which is the county over. And I want to say that there was one evening, also during the first week, where Brian, Nora, we'd wrapped the first week, and they got this this very nice car to go to hit the tables, hit the slot machines, the tables. And I saw them going, and then I ended up meeting them there, but they were enjoying themselves. It was fun to just, but that's just like one of, but the whole thing was just great. It was just a lot of, every meal, every encounter, and just on, set, and off. So.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, is there, we talk about that success mindset on the show. Is there something that you keep in mind that kind of keeps you on the right path, even when things are tough? Because, as creative people, we are often tough on ourselves.
Xanax. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. Sorry. Just making my, are you asking sort of just, how to go to just stay persistent to
just your general outlook on just the staying strong as a working actor.
I would say that I think a lot of people, and I did as well, and I hope this answers your question, because there's so much overthinking when it comes to this, and there's so much that I, and I'm speaking on just, this is me, you forget how much of this is out of your hands. But a lot of things happened when, because I've been out of theater school for over 10 years, and it's just like nothing. For every 200 auditions, you'll get 3 callbacks and 1 booking. It's just the way it is, because you can sit there and mull over, okay, I'm one of hundreds of thousands, but then it's just like you just have to have some sort of self-confidence. You have to have some sort of belief, and you have to enjoy You know, you have to have fun with it. You can't take yourself too seriously, because that's how you get in your own way. And I think, you know, once I started doing that and having fun with it and just going in and taping and actually not that you not give a shit, but you just want to enjoy what you're doing, rather than like, oh, you know, I need to do another, you know, kind of just watching yourself, you know, kind of internally. And it's very easy. Actors are very insecure people. And you're talking to one of them. So we all want, you know, you always want to be told, and, you know, just getting that validation from somewhere. Right. But I would say that, you know, just a lot of people say, well, I haven't worked in a year. You know, anytime you audition, that's work. Anytime you sit down and read a play, read a script, that's working. That's working. And a lot of people overlook that, and they think, well, it's only, you know, no, and it's all relative. And that's what I try to appreciate that. But I never really thought about that until now. It's like, okay, well, and the more you feel good about, you know, the choices you're making, the easier things, it just kind of all happens. You know, you just got to give it some time. You just really have to give it time. You can't just say, well, I'm 35 and it's just, I did this, I played a bus driver, and no, you just gotta be patient. So
Yeah. Well said. Well, we really, really enjoyed this film, and so glad we got to talk to you about it. And we're going to tell everyone to check it out. And we'll tell the good doctor you said hello and you're just checking in. And I look forward to talking to you again soon.
tell him he owes me lunch, but
Yes.
okay.